Welcome everyone, Christine here on Serious Gaming with the discussion on the subject of mouse and keyboard controls in the original Dark Souls, Prepare to Die. Considered better than Dark Souls 2, though it doesn't have the same quality in the PC release overall. No 1080p, no 60 FPS. You can mod this stuff, but it's not perfect, it's annoying actually, and it might cause some problems. When Durante added 60 FPS to the PC version, he warned that those are the firebomb guys. I need to pull back. I just want to take them out. Yeah, he warned this weapon does not have a swinging attack. He warned about you getting potentially banned from games for Windows Live. If you use that. Well, thankfully things are better. Games for Windows Live is dead and buried. That's great. But in terms of PC controls, how does the game handle? Well, keyboard controls are just fine, and many of the default combat keys, the menu keys need to be readjusted. But in terms of the default camera keys, it's fine. Shift is block, space is backstep, roll, sprint. Right mouse button is strong attack, normal attack. Right, tab is parry. Alt is one-handed, two-handed grip on your weapon. So fine, and because this isn't Dark Souls 2, where for some idiotic reason they decided that the best course of action would be to add the ability to double click on stuff or double press stuff to get an action, then you don't have the input lag. The input lag of Dark Souls 2 is actually a big annoyance. So for instance here, with the default controls, you can do stuff like kicking, guard break, kicking, or jump attacks, parries, blocking, no problem, right? No delay on it. No really issue. Of course, the main issue with this is being stuck at 30 FPS unless you use the fix, and also having a worse camera control. Not that it's necessarily better with controller. I have a controller. I can play with the controller, it's no problem. It's just I prefer playing with mouse and keyboard. Yeah, seriously. It's not a question of me being able to, me not wanting to, me being a PC purist. It's just I prefer playing with mouse and keyboard, even in this. So all of what you're seeing here is with the mouse and keyboard, is with many of the default binds in the game. So what do you need to change to actually make it work? Well, I did disable the mouse cursor using the SFX. May actually enable the just for menu, but you lose camera control, right? So in terms of key settings, this is fine, right? This is also fine. Doesn't matter. You can't rebind mouse keys, by the way. Now this is what I rebinded. Switch right weapon, left weapon item. You could use 1 to 4 or ZXCV, whatever suits your fancy. This won't affect the mouse buttons, but you've got this. This is fine. What I do switch start menu to ESC from default. It's what? Insert, delete, or something like that, right? Then you've got confirm, all that, delete, insert, etc. I switch cancel to escape as well. It works just fine. Confirm is Q by confirm is enter by default, so I switch that to Q just to work better, because Q is basically the A button here. So let's face a Black Knight, assuming he respawns. I'm not sure if he does. I did kill him. No, he doesn't. I did kill him. I got a bunch of parries on him. No problems. Now let's go for the Taurus Demon. The annoying boss. His HP bar is actually bugged because of the UI skill that I'm using. Just for a record. Might want to reset that, actually. But really, if that's the biggest problem I'm getting with the UI skill, it's something I can deal with. It's no problem. Kind of annoying graphically, though, as a graphical effect. So... Well, I did roll badly. He can hit you with that giant club of his, and he can also jump up here. That will take down a good chunk of his HP, and we can then avoid his sweeping attack. The camera controls are kind of an issue to an extent, anyway. Might be, I could increase them, could improve them, anyway. So, Taurus Demon dead, access to Solaire. Do a live stream in this game. Locked, of course, I need to open the door. And dragon cometh. Come on, baby. There we go. You know what? I'm not sure if I should even bother with that damn Drake sword, but you get the point. Mouse and keyboard perfectly functional in the game. Camera controls, but you'd have shitty camera controls anyway with the controller. Though for some reason the game doesn't recognize my Xbox One controller. It's weird. Might be the Xbox interfering with something, I don't know. Alright, so you can get access to the bonfire from here. If you need it. Well, that's it. I'll just kill that guy and then I'll, well, I could go buy a bow to kill the fucking dragon, if I so desire. Or kill its tail. to get the sword that will make things easy peasy in the early game. Alright, so that's that in terms of stuff in game. In terms of DX fix to actually get this working, in terms of the DS mouse fix, I enable mouse moving. Maybe it's a bad idea, actually, I probably should disable that. That's why the camera was probably moving so badly there. Target switching with mouse wheel enabled, obviously. I disabled mouse 4, mouse 5, you can bind it to whatever you want, I don't care to. I use key binds on my keyboard, no problem. Heavy attack, target lock. Just for the record, attack, heavy attack, target lock, all of those are by default with the default controls. You don't need DX fix for this. But you can change them around if you so desire. You can also use mouse lock with the modifier. I lowered the sensitivity to this point. You can go a bit higher, a bit lower, but you don't want to go max. So that's all I had to say. Christine here on Serious Gaming signing out. Hope you found this video useful. And stay tuned for more.